What is up, guys? Welcome to another Behind the Curve Reacts. And today we've got a Patreon request. So, Mordi, thank you so much for the request. But today we're taking a look at something a little bit different. We are apparently going into like metal, like actual metal, which as a genre, I'm kind of iffy on. Like, I feel the same way about metal that I feel about the Dave Matthews Band. I recognize that they have an incredible amount of musical talent. I just can't really get past the vocals. Like, metal, maybe my ears aren't trained to it, but I can never understand like what they're actually saying, and lyrics are a big part of music for me. And same with the Dave Matthews Band. Like, the rest of his band, absolutely incredibly talented. Cannot stand listening to the man actually sing. And I know I can already hear the Dave Matthews fans just typing away in the comments, but it's just never quite been for me. But this is going to be a metal cover of Africa by Toto, and then eventually covered by like Weezer and a shit ton of other people. It's a good song. It's a really good song. Had an amazing pop culture resurgence, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, something like that. Still to this day, I don't quite understand why. I mean, it's not a bad song by any stretch of the imagination. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's a good track, but it just got so ungodly popular. So like, if anybody knows why that happened, if it was in like, I don't know, a Vine or a TikTok or something, feel free to let me know that down in the comments. But this is going to be a guy whose last name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. This is going to be Leo M, and a couple of his friends, kind of featured artists, doing this cover, which, yeah, I mean, should be a lot of fun, at least in terms of like the vocals and the lyrics. I do know this song fairly well. Like, I've heard it a lot. And just in general, I'm pretty good at remembering lyrics. So hopefully that'll help me a little bit with not getting hung up on that aspect. And, you know, hopefully I'm able to really enjoy this song. At least, yeah, that's fingers crossed for that. But yeah, Mordi, thank you again so much for the request and the continued patronage. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's go ahead and check it out. I mean, that is a tasty riff. Sounds really good metal-fied. But she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. Okay, not bad. The moonlight wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melody. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Oh God, here it comes. I like that. I like their voices together. That's a beautiful harmony. The wild dogs growl in the night. I say go restless, longing for some solitary company. I don't know what I think of just his voice when he sings like that. Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. It's definitely different. This thing that I become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bet you raised down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. For you. Oh, his fucking face there. See, it's like the growling there at the end. That was just a little bit too much for me. I'm sure I'll eventually come around to it. Yeah, I mean, I definitely
Hi guys, thanks for checking out my video.
yeah, I definitely understand why, you know, a lot of people really like that kind of vocal style. Like, I definitely understand it. Not quite for me. I did love the fact that there wasn't like a ton of it, and that a lot of times his vocals was with that featured artist whose name I have no idea. And those two together, I thought sounded incredible. And I really don't think I would have liked this arrangement as much if it was just this gentleman singing. I think she really brought like a cool like yin to the yang, you know, with his like darker, rougher voice. And then she comes in and just kind of cuts through that with that really beautiful, you know, upper range. I thought that was excellent. And this Leo gentleman, amazingly talented. I mean, to do the guitar, the vocals, the drums, and the bass, and I would imagine, you know, splice it all together. Quite the undertaking. Very, very well done. So let me be the first to say that Africa totally worked better as a metal song than I thought that it would. Like, well done. I'm assuming Leo is the one that did the like the arrangement for this, considering he played, you know, 70% of the instruments. So well done to him. I feel like if they've done Africa, they've probably done a bunch of other like covers of maybe traditionally non-metal songs. If that's the case, definitely feel free to let me know that down in the comments. I'm a big fan of like 80s and 90s music, so any covers in those couple of decades will definitely go a little higher up on the list. But yeah, I gotta say though, even though metal vocals aren't like necessarily my favorite, metal vocalists just have such a unique like vocal quality and like control over their voice that is really just amazing. And like not just screaming or growling, but to be able to have like so many different like levels to that, depending on just like how hard you were gonna go, and then being able to do that and to go super fucking hard with the screaming or the growling, and to be able to do that but without like suffering really bad permanent like vocal damage, just astounds me, absolutely astounds me. So you really got to give credit where credit is due to these metal vocalists, even though their style might not necessarily be like 100% up my alley. My favorite part though was definitely Leo and Hannah, I think her name was, the other vocalist, when they were harmonizing. My goodness, like I've always been just a sucker for that kind of just like the incredibly different like harmonizations, which I also hear in like Nightwish, and actually now that I think of it, quite a lot of metal. I the idea of having like the beauty and the beast when it comes to different voices and different like tones has always just been something that I've loved to hear in music. And I think metal does that really well, just kind of in general. And especially this arrangement did really, really well. Like this was just a hell of a lot of fun. This was just a really good time, especially there at the like the outro after the last reprise of the chorus. Oh, that shit went hard. That shit went really hard. So yeah, I mean, any other like, I'm definitely down. Like, I'm definitely game to listen to more metal. I just definitely like my interest in it definitely skews more to like this kind of vocal style or like the Nightwish kind of a thing where it's the duality of the harmonies that I really enjoy. So yeah, definitely feel free to link me to anything like that down in the comments if that made any sense to you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Morty, thank you again so much for the request, and I will see you all in a reaction very soon.